Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Boston. We're the daily podcast that gets you started on the right foot and always with a positive vibe. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, February 8th. You'll be interested to know, today is Fat Thursday. It's a Polish tradition marking the last feast before Lent. On this day, people relish in rich treats, especially paczki, a type of Polish donut. It's a day for enjoying those sweet, calorie-heavy delights before the 40-day fasting period of Lent begins. Now let's check out the weather in the Boston area. This morning, it feels like 25 degrees with 4-mile-per-hour wind. Tonight, the sun will set at 5:06 p.m., and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:49 a.m. It looks like we're in for some sun, with a high near 43 and light wind. Tonight, increasing clouds with a low around 29 and southeast wind around 6 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, we'll see partly sunny days with highs near 49 on Friday, 58 on Saturday, and 51 on Sunday. Nights will be mostly cloudy with lows around 37 to 41 degrees. Expect consistent southwest and west wind. Hey, it could be worse. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, 46 years ago, this week, the blizzard of '78 struck the Northeast, particularly impacting the city of Boston. It dumped over 30 inches of snow, paralyzing the area for a week. The storm stranded over 100 drivers on Route 128, with some fatalities due to exhaust poisoning. Many were caught unprepared, leading to widespread stranding on roads. The blizzard closed supermarkets, schools, and businesses for several days. Boston meteorologists rank it as the city's second biggest snowstorm. Coastal areas, while less affected by snow, suffered from tidal flooding, with the ocean rising 15 feet above average. The storm resulted in 99 deaths and extensive damage. Now on to sports. Tiger Woods, the celebrated 15-time major champion, has officially announced his return to the PGA Tour. He will be participating in the Genesis Invitational next week, an event he hosts. This marks his first PGA Tour appearance since withdrawing from the 2023 Masters Tournament. Woods has undergone several surgical procedures since then, following a serious car crash in 2021. Despite concerns about his career's continuation, recent performances, including an 18th place finish at the Hero World Challenge and a tie for 5th with his son Charlie at the PNC Championship, have showcased his readiness to compete. Riviera, where Woods will play, is a course he's familiar with, but has never won it, despite having a runner-up finish and 3 top 10s there. In the NBA last night, the Celtics beat the Hawks 125 to 117. In a remarkable game, Al Horford, at 37 years of age, showcased an exceptional performance reminiscent of his younger days. His stat line included 14 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. Notably, Horford set an NBA record as the oldest player and the first big man to achieve over 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 blocks, and 4 three-pointers in a single game. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla lauded Horford's consistent impact, and teammate Derek White praised his on- and off-court contributions. Horford, maintaining his humility, focused on the team's success. In top news, learning to play the piano significantly alters brain activity, particularly in areas related to memory, sensory processing, and movement. This was revealed in a 26-week study by a team at the Nenki Institute of Experimental Biology in Poland. They observed 24 individuals learning piano, noting initial increases in brain activation in regions like the cerebellum, parietal cortex, hippocampus, and basal ganglia. However, as proficiency grew, this activity decreased, indicating optimization of neural processes. This change was especially noted in the motor cortices. The study suggests that learning an instrument, like the piano, not only involves acquiring the skills, but also involves complex, evolving brain activity patterns. In the stock market, Palantir Technologies is capturing attention in the stock market. The company recently surpassed its 50-day moving average, indicating a potential bullish trend. This technical milestone is significant as it often signals a shift in market dynamics. Over the past month, Palantir shares have risen by 33%, reinforcing investor confidence. Furthermore, Palantir holds a Zacks rank number 2 buy, hinting at its strong market position. The positive trend is supported by upward revisions in earnings estimates for the current fiscal year, with one estimate moving higher and none lower. This combination of favorable earnings revisions and technical momentum suggests Palantir could see further gains ahead. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is nearing 44,500, Ethereum is about 2,500, and Solana is almost $102. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the Boston area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class. With locations in Canton, Wellesley, Hingham, Brookline, and Framingham, just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. Bioengineers are on the cusp of a significant medical advancement by potentially breaching the blood-brain barrier. This barrier is a protective layer that filters substances from reaching the brain. The University of Pennsylvania's research team has developed a groundbreaking model using lipid nanoparticles to transport messenger nucleic acid through this barrier in mice. This innovative approach could transform the treatment of neurological disorders like Alzheimer's, seizures, brain cancer, and strokes. The method involves crafting fat-soluble substances that can penetrate the barrier, carrying crucial elements like proteins and antibodies. Although in its early stages, this research signifies a major leap in targeted drug delivery, potentially extending beyond brain treatments to address other protected areas of the body. And in entertainment news, Jonathan Banks, known for his role in the original 1984 Beverly Hills Cop, recently shared his thoughts on the sequels of the franchise. Despite the 1987 and 1994 sequels seeing declining critical reception and box office performance, Banks admitted he hasn't watched them. He praised the original film, directed by Martin Brest, for its originality but expressed skepticism about the sequels. Banks highlighted the tendency of the film industry to produce remakes and sequels, suggesting the exploration of undiscovered gems. The upcoming Beverly Hills Cop on Netflix revives the franchise, with Eddie Murphy returning in the lead role. sparking curiosity about its potential to revitalize the series and break its streak of negative sequel reviews. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from Julia Childs. Always remember, if you're alone in the kitchen and you drop the lamb, you can always just pick it up. Who's going to know? Oh, Julia. And that's a wrap for this morning. Remember to stay tuned tomorrow for more news and updates. Have an amazing day, my good friends.